She told me she needed to spend a year finding out who she was without me, and I said, okay, take whatever time you need. What Claire didn't know was that I'd already spent 14 months secretly rebuilding a house for us to grow old in. My grandfather left me his place when he passed, a tired 2-story farmhouse on 3 acres, 2 hours north of the city, with a sagging barn and a view of a lake nobody in the family bothered to visit anymore. Everyone told me to sell it. Instead, every Saturday for over a year, I told Claire I was dealing with family stuff and drove up alone to tear out rotted floorboards, rewire the kitchen, and sand every windowsill by hand. I emptied my savings into it. I wanted to hand her the keys to a paid-off home and finally give her the settled, grown-up life she always said she wanted. So when she sat me down on a Sunday night, her voice careful and rehearsed, talking about growth and how we'd started feeling more like roommates than partners, I just nodded. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I carried her boxes down to her car and even wrapped her grandmother's mirror in a blanket so it wouldn't crack. The whole time, she kept watching my face like she was waiting for me to fall apart. I think my calm scared her more than crying would've. The next weekend, I didn't drive back to our empty apartment. I quit the office job I'd only taken to fund our respectable future, packed one bag, and moved into my grandfather's house for good. Then I did the thing Claire had mocked for years. I cleared out the barn, set up a workbench, and started building furniture with my hands, the childish little hobby she was sure I'd grow out of. For the first time in longer than I could remember, I woke up excited. My mornings smelled like coffee and sawdust. I sold a walnut coffee table at the local Saturday market, then a set of dining chairs, then couldn't keep up with the orders. My hands were always cut up, and my back always ached, and I had never once felt more like myself. My buddy Marcus kept me posted on Claire's grand journey of self-discovery. She'd cut her hair, launched what she called her main character era, and was out at a different rooftop bar every weekend. According to Marcus, she kept casually asking our friends whether I was doing all right, and seemed genuinely stunned that I'd actually left the city and gone quiet instead of chasing her. Around month 4, I met Nora. She sold hand-thrown pottery at the stall right next to mine at the market, and she had this dry, easy laugh that made a whole Saturday feel short. She never asked when I'd move back to the city. She just liked what I made. We started grabbing lunch after packing up, then spending our Sundays together, and somewhere in there I stopped bracing for the other shoe to drop. She was steady in a way I'd forgotten a person could be. One ordinary morning, Nora and I were drinking coffee on the porch steps, watching mist come off the lake, when my phone lit up over and over. I made a huge mistake. I miss you so much it physically hurts. The break was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Can we please talk? Then another. Marcus said you moved into your grandpa's falling down house? Are you seriously building chairs in a barn now? This is insane. Then, don't you dare ignore me. We owe 4 years the respect of talking about this like adults. I turned the phone so Nora could read it. She raised an eyebrow, then laughed so hard she almost spilled her coffee onto the steps. Tell her you stopped waiting for permission to build your own life, she said. So that's basically what I wrote. I finally built the life I always wanted, and I'm happier than I've ever been. I really do hope you find yours. Claire's reply landed within 2 minutes. That house was a wreck, and so is whatever pathetic little fantasy you're playing out up there. You're throwing your entire future away. I showed Nora the message. She just smiled, took a slow sip of her coffee, and nodded toward the barn, where we'd hung a fresh sign that morning with both our names on it. Her pottery wheel now sharing the space with my saws. Should we invite her to the grand opening next month? She asked. We were both still laughing when the first commission call of the day came in.